Everything is bigger in Texas, including this man's rap sheet. Unacceptable, Texas. Unacceptable. Welcome to my channel. My name's Audrey. I am the salty psychic, and I apologize for the freaking screen moving. I got to put my hands to my side. I'm not happy. You should not be happy either. This is disgusting. A murder that we're guessing happened on February 15th. Who did it? Do we need to wait for innocent till proven guilty? You tell me. Don Stephen McDougal's criminal history is pretty extensive. If you're not familiar with this is the case of a little girl named Audrey Cunningham, 11 years old, lived in Texas. Now, I'm not bagging on Texas. I love Texas. I lived in Texas. I wouldn't mind moving to Texas. But now I have a bad taste in my mouth. I am shocked. I am surprised. I am disappointed in Texas. I never thought I would have to ever say anything like this about one of my favorite places. We have a man here with a rap sheet longer than my arm who killed little Audrey Cunningham. Now, if you want to rag on me and say he's not been to trial, he just got arrested, blah, 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 blah. Save it for yourself. Save it for someone who cares what you have to say, because I don't have anything to listen to if that's what you're going to say. So Audrey disappeared, left for school, never made it to school. She was living with her father and grandparents, with Dawn McDougal living in the backyard in an RV. All right, that's fine. Do you live your life? I don't judge that. You want to live in an RV? That doesn't sound too bad. You know, we're not supposed to judge, are we? We're not supposed to assume or uh dislike people that don't look like us or have our same kind of lifestyle. So I think for most people, we know that. We understand that. This guy, Don McDougal, is covered in tattoos, Nazi tattoos. He wants to be a Nazi. He can be a Nazi. Prince Harry dressed up as a Nazi. This guy wants to be a Nazi. That's fine. You can be a Nazi, but you can't run around raping, murdering, dismembering, stabbing, harassing, and possessing dangerous drugs, though, friend. That ain't going to work. That's not how it works. I'm not even going to get into what he did to Audrey right now, because I want to talk about this story, because this is exactly what I talk about every freaking video about justice. There is no justice in murder. Do you hear me? Do you comprehend that? Why are we so immune to murder? Why are we settling for justice in the form of the murderer being put in prison the rest of his life or getting the death penalty? That doesn't make me feel any better, because the murder still happened. Justice would be going back in time and not letting the murder happen. But right now, we don't know how to do that. We don't know how to do that in this world. Have a look at this guy's rap sheet. It doesn't have the most recent charge, which just happened a couple days ago. If people would do their job, if laws were different, if anyone gave a shat, this man would be behind bars probably from around 2002 for the rest of his life based on what I'm looking at on his arrest record. This isn't an official arrest record, but it is a timeline of his criminal history. I'm going to go through it. Maybe you're vacuuming or you're washing dishes, whatever you're doing. You just keep going. I'm going to talk, okay? So, the first on this list is 2001 possession of marijuana. All right. Well, it's legal here in California, so that's not a thing. Uh, and I don't think marijuana should be illegal. If anything, alcohol should be illegal, even though I do enjoy it. I don't drink it anymore. Okay. 2001 possession of marijuana. 2002 assault on a public servant. Assault on a public servant. I'm not sure, but it looks like my video is skipping a little bit. I'm not happy about that. I'm not sure what's happening. Could be spirit. My computer's been fine all day. This could be my own energy, you guys. Sometimes, well, a lot of times my energy as a psychic disrupts anything electrical. Anything electrical, it's terrifying. So I apologize if there's any skipping or hiccuping during this video. 2003, possession of a dangerous drug. 2003, assault of a public servant number 2. 2003, possession of marijuana. 2005, evading arrest or detention. 2006, theft of more than $1,500 but less than $20,000. 2006, possession of meth. 2007, enticing a child. This arrest is when he climbed into bed with 2 little girls. He threw one of the girls out of the bed. 2 girls were sleeping, they're cousins, they were sleeping together. He throws one of them out of the bed, and then he begins to remove and lower the pajamas and underwear of the 10-year-old. She fought back, and she was able to get away from him. And remember, this is a family friend. 2009, unauthorized use of a vehicle. Sorry, isn't that grand theft auto? What's the difference? I don't know. Grand theft auto versus unauthorized use of a vehicle. 2014, theft of property less than $500. 2014, reckless driving. 2019, assault causing bodily injury. 2020, harassment, just general harassment. 2020, again, unauthorized use of a vehicle. 2023, resisting arrest, search, or transportation. Resisting arrest, search, or transportation. My. There we have it. What do we think about that? Why has this man been given so many chances? Tell me. Tell me why, America. Tell me. Are you outraged? You should be. And this isn't just Texas. This is everywhere. This is the American judicial system allowing this man to continually get out of jail and commit more crimes. Not everyone can be rehabilitated. I'm sorry. And you're lying to yourself and you're being really naive if you think that everyone can be rehabilitated and have paid their debt to society. It's not true. You can't. No, the damage is done. Damage is done. Don't tell me for one moment justice is being served because he has been arrested and probably will be, well, I don't know. I think they're getting the lethal injection ready for him as we speak because it's that obvious. It's that no duh. Shame on us. Shame on everyone for letting this happen. And again, like everyone says, who else did he do this to? Who else did he attack, injure, harass, take a life? And what upsets me almost as much as this man is Audrey Cunningham's family. Why? Why? Don't tell me I can't say something that I'm thinking. Don't tell me I don't get to talk about it. Oh, I'm going to talk about it because it needs to be talked about. Why did this father, ex prisoner himself, ex con, why did he allow this man to be anywhere near his house? This man, Don McDougal, went on family vacations. They went to Florida as a family. I think they drove over to Florida from Texas with him driving with a car full of women. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? If there are any more children in this family, I would suggest they be removed and removed from this family altogether, removed from the grandparents, removed and put somewhere else. Because I'll tell you, living with a parent or grandparent who would allow this man to come into your life is child neglect, it's child endangerment. It's a lot of bad things. What is wrong with you? Why? Not only should dad and who's mom? Where's the mother? Where is she? I haven't seen anything on or about her or anything. I haven't seen any of the family except in that photo of them going to Florida with the murderer. Okay, so parents should be held liable, possibly grandparents, dad's family. And also, I would like to know every single judge, every single lawyer on all of these cases should be r- raked over the coals. Rake them over the coals, America. Rake these judges and whoever else we must over the coals. Let them feel a little bit of pain because they allowed this man to murder Audrey Cunningham. I'm not being dramatic. What if this was your child, your family, your friend? You know you would be pissed off going, "Well, whatever the situation is, the suspect has a rap sheet this long, this dangerous, this serious. Don't tell me you wouldn't be pissed off if one of your loved ones even got hurt severely, anything, attacked, anything. You know I'm right. You know I'm right. You just don't you just don't want to admit it to anybody, including yourself. Get over yourself. Get over what other people think. Start thinking for yourself. Start thinking of the future by looking at the past and seeing what a freaking wreck it is. I, I, am, I have no words. I have no words for this situation. I took my high blood pressure medication before I came on today because I'm telling you, I am so sickened to the core, so sickened to the core. I feel like vomiting. I really feel like throwing up. I am so sick of let's get justice for Audrey and whoever else, all the other millions of victims of all sorts of crimes. There is no justice. Again, you can figure out how we can go back in time, take down these criminals so that all these people didn't get killed, harassed, etc. Justice doesn't exist. Don't you understand? That's like forgiving him. That's like forgiving the predator, the murderer. I'm not forgiving shit. For who? For why? No. Uh-uh. There's no going back. is no going back. There is no getting the loved one back. You cannot undo murder, people. You cannot undo murder. They can give this guy the lethal injection today by 5 o'clock. That's not enough. That's not justice. That is not justice. That's just shipping him back home to the other side early. And I am not against the death penalty, but I'm saying that sure as shit is not justice. Absolutely not justice. Justice would be getting laws put in place. And I guess we have to slap the hands of all these judges who let this man walk so many times. That that needs to happen. Laws need to change, as I have said on this channel so many times. I'm ashamed. I am ashamed of this. And this is just one guy. There's so many other people, mostly men, like this. Like I said, we're not supposed to judge people if they have tattoos. My husband has tattoos. We're not supposed to judge anybody. And so this man has been let loose over and over again into society. We're supposed to be nice to him. We're supposed to accept him, and we are supposed to trust that the people in charge of criminals know what they're doing and released this man, along with millions of other people who have been let loose. It's terrifying. I don't suggest you do this, but if you start looking into registered sex offenders in your area, among a lot of other things, you can find on the internet, like when people are let out of jail. I know in Vermont, there was a town called Barry, and that's where all the prisoners would go. When they get out of prison, they go to Barry. And it's like, okay, well, I kind of liked that town. I'm not gonna, we're not gonna buy a house in Barry. No way. It's so awful. I'm flabbergasted. I'm flabbergasted. I'm sick to my stomach. This poor little girl was thrown in the river. Uh, Cause of death is blunt force trauma to the head, probably sexually assaulted. I know way more about this case than a lot of others, and let me tell you, it's disgusting. It's disgusting. And somebody said, "Oh yeah, there's going to be a new law. Oh, it's called Audrey's law." Does someone have to freaking die in order to get laws changed? Apparently, yes. Apparently, that's our justice system. Like Mark Class, Polly Class's father, that's what he does for a job. Since she died, he's trying to get laws changed. And like Megan's law, when kids are kidnapped. I'm tired of hearing of new laws changed in honor of the victim. Laws need to change because laws need to change before the crimes happen. We need to start doing the right thing and keeping these people in prison. I'm sorry if your loved one is the one in prison. That's not your fault. That's not my fault. And that's not the potential victim's fault. And, there was that one case of that young man who shot up the school, and mom and dad were on trial. I know the mom got guilty and will go to prison. And I think we need to start doing that more often. That is arresting the family as well. Parents. Now, in this case, it would be Audrey's father. I don't know about the mother. I don't know where she's at. I don't know what the custody is on that. But how would this man, Audrey's father, not be liable? He's the one that let this man live in his backyard. And what about a father who just got out of prison or who's been in prison? Depending on the crime, why are we letting kids go back and live with these people? Audrey, you're saying people like they're animals. These people. They are. They are animals. They're wild and out of control people. Animals. I've seen animals treat each other better than I've seen human beings treating other human beings. I'm gonna end the video here because I gotta relax. I gotta research some more information, and I'm not sure how well this video is gonna come out. I don't know if it's gonna be too cut off. I'm not sure what's happening. So what do you think? Who should be held accountable besides the criminal himself? Let me know in the comments. This is a doozy. This is a big freaking doozy. Disgusting. Don't forget, go to saltypsychic.com to book a reading and to shop for some of my canvas art. The art is 35 bucks. It'll help support the channel. I appreciate it. Go to my second channel to hang out with me at home, behind the scenes, cooking, chit-chatting, running errands, all that kind of stuff. Completely different feel in that channel, totally. That channel's very relaxed, but still salty. All right. Thanks, you guys. I'll see you real soon. Take care. Be safe.